board book of Octavius, captain of the Tortius. The morning entry for the 12th day in the month of Mars in the 4th year of the godlike emperor Travianus Augustus Caesar. The Tortius is on course, driven by a wind from the southwest. Tomorrow we will have crossed the treacherous Sea of Storms. If all goes well, we will have reached the Latonic provinces in 4 days. The second entry on the evening of the same day. Clouds are gathering on the horizon. We are still on the Sea of Storms. I am praying to all the gods. We are expecting a long and dark night. The morning entry for the 18th day in the month of Mars. The storm pounced upon us like a predator in the night, and I had to throw out the drag anchor. For 4 terrible nights, the wind drove us deep into the darkness. The lookout was the first to notice the danger when a lightning bolt illuminated the fatally close rocks. The Tortius no longer exists. What remains of my trusty ship is now driftwood on the sandy coastal bank of this unknown island. The stars tell me that we are nowhere near the familiar trading routes. We cannot hope to be found soon. But let the gods be thanked, we are still alive, and the island appears to be fruitful. We still do not know if we are the only people here.
Hello. Alright, I guess the sound balance is going to be slightly in favor of the game, because it seems that I need to change the sound every time I'm in game, and I will do so when I get there. I'm going to do one mission today probably, because that one mission is going to take really long. It usually does, at least. And I mostly do this stream for myself more than the audience, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy if the audience enjoys it, of course, but I do this one mostly for myself, to keep myself somewhat sane, and to get some natural gaming along with the performative gaming that I do with some of the others. I want to address one thing quickly, though, and I make this request wholeheartedly. Anybody who's watching in stream, anybody who's watching on YouTube, and anybody who messaged me privately, please stop asking me about Russia and Ukraine. It gets harder and harder every day not to talk about it, and I have to acknowledge that I have very strong biases on both sides, which makes it sound like I'm relatively neutral and I'm unbiased, but that's not how I would ever say it. I have very strong biases on the Western side, and I have very strong biases on the Russian side. It's not my place to speak on it. So I request that everybody please stop asking me about it. And from now on, I will simply ignore any question that comes with that in mind. I just won't mention it at all in chat, and I won't address it at all in YouTube. Okay? Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's do the... Oops, wrong one. Let's do the first... it's still technically a tutorial, but let's do the first real mission in this game. And on the high seas tends to take a very long time, because it's a difficult map. It's pretty difficult to navigate, and resources tend to run pretty low, so it's going to take a little while. But we can talk about things as we go, hopefully. And we're going to see the Vikings, because we've been fighting Nubians, and of course we ourselves are the Romans. So, the 9th day of the 9th month of the 4th year. Yesterday we met a stranger of truly frightening appearance. He's huge in size, has light blue eyes and glowing golden hair. Long ago, in a Roman harbour tavern, I once heard stories of such people who live in this far north. How did he get here? He is suspicious and refuses to talk to us. We shall treat him as our guest for a few days. The poor fellow appears to be starving. Perhaps then he will change his attitude. So, I've actually been playing mostly the Settlers 2 Anniversary Edition recently, so this is going to be a bit of a... It might take me a moment or two to get back into the habit of playing this particular version. What do we have in terms of carpenters, actually? We have 2, okay. So, let's set up... Not that. Let's set up a... what's the word? Let's set up our economy first. Economy usually relies on, of course, wood, on stone, and on food, but that will come a little bit later. So let's get this going, first of all. I said I was going to talk a little bit about the positives and negatives of the Anniversary Edition, especially for people who are maybe interested in these games and deciding which one to get. There's one thing that really stands out, actually, in the... Well, there's 2 things. There's 2 things that really stand out in the Anniversary Edition that I think are vast improvements on this game. They're both related to the military buildings as well. So the first thing is that you can upgrade a building once you've made it. So you can just build barracks, basically spread out your land, and then when you reach the enemy, you can start to build... You can start to upgrade these barracks instead of building new buildings, whereas in this game you don't have that option. And the second option, which is really good, is you can actually remove soldiers from a barracks. So you can build as many barracks as you want, and you can go right to the north, right up to the sea without problem. And you don't have to delete the building, you can just take the soldier out of it. And these were 2 additions that were incredibly useful. And incredibly, at least in my opinion, incredibly worth it in the new version of the game. Though the lack of variety is still a major concern to me, that makes me slightly disappointed in it, and, well... I remember watching the opening... do I want to play the opening video? I guess I do. I remember watching the opening video when I first played it 10 years ago, and I thought, that's a bit weird, but it's also kind of funny. And to be honest, it hasn't aged well. It really hasn't aged well. So the storyline in the Anniversary Edition is that basically all of the women have disappeared, and just the way they frame that is quite old-fashioned. I'll just put it that way. But it's still meant to be humorous, and I do take it mostly as a joke. But yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable to watch now, actually. And I've watched it a few times while deciding whether I want to stream that game as well or not. I might do, but I'm going to do a few more missions at least on this version first. And I'll speed up when we get our economy sorted and fixed. Set up that, and we'll set up a fishery. And last time, I didn't really explain anything last time, and I don't know if that's a better or worse way of doing it. To be honest, I think it's better just to play the game than to explain what's going on all the time. Though I still leave it open to anybody who wants to ask a question as to what's going on. I'm more than willing to answer such questions. Let's have a farm here, actually. So, for example, this page, and we'll talk about this a little bit. So this talks about, this obviously shows everything that you have in your economy. So, for example, at the moment I have 25 logs, 46 wood, 42 stone, etc., etc. And these things get used up. And the second page shows all of the people that you have. So all these things are roles. So when I check this quickly and then close it again, I'm usually checking to see if I have the workers to fill the roles that I want to fill. So for example, I have 6 miners, which sounds like a lot, but 6 miners get used up very quickly. And then I have to check if I have tools for miners, which are pickaxes, and I have 5. So I have the potential for 11 miners, but I also need quarrymen, stonemasons, and we have 4, but we have the potential for 9. So it's always worth keeping this in mind. And the first thing I checked actually was how many carpenters, and they said we have 2. That's why I'm building 2 sawmills straight away. And I didn't actually check woodcutters, we got 3. We've only got 1 forester that we've used once. We had 2 foresters, and we had 4 woodcutters at the start. So all this is worth keeping in mind. We do have 4 gold that we don't want to spend so early. Oh damn, I forgot to secure these soldiers, so let's secure the others. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And yeah, we'll keep them in there for now, and he can come back out. I keep these guys so they go straight to the front lines as well, so when I'm ready I just remove the number, so I don't end up with a guy who I'm never going to use at high rank here, like this one, but I'm going to delete this barracks, so it's not a huge deal at this stage. Though I have gotten used to being able to remove soldiers from their barracks, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to again that I can't do that. Right, now we can get stone. Good, and we'll get 2 quarries going, probably. Oh, I didn't actually change the sound again, did I? Let's do that. Sorry. There we go, that should be better. Hey AJ, Kochevodo Soviet Kislevs. Okay, I'm not sure what's going from there, but that's good. Hi Scheiseric, how you doing? What else do I want? I want another farm probably, so I'll probably stick that here. I thought you were there during the Soviet Kislev game. No, you weren't. You were there the game before. Actually, never mind. Forget that. You weren't there. I'm just going crazy. Oops. I wanted that. What you should take from that is we are always watching you. Okay. I'm not sure what to make of that, but that's fine. That's not a problem. Okay. I think. Anyway, how are you? How's your weekend going? Are you having a good weekend? You can be less subtle if you want, and you can tell me exactly what you think. I'm not afraid of it. I spent a long time actually deciding whether that was a good idea to follow through with or not, and in the end I just thought, you know what, screw it. Because it's not something I can talk about publicly really, so I thought I may as well make light of it instead, and I thought that would be a better way of handling the constant questions I get about it, basically. So, I don't know. At the moment, at least, I stand by that decision, but I may change my mind on it later on. We'll see. But regardless, how's it going? How's your weekend? Are you well? Right, I can probably speed up now because I've got the wood going on at least, and we have enough to make the quarries, so let's get this going a little bit quicker. Super Bowl Sunday today. Oh yeah, you were talking about that, going to a friend's house where his American wife have made the whole table of treats for us. That sounds really good, actually. Yeah, great. I think bacon and beer. I always think bacon and beer. Yeah, it sounds really good, actually. Obviously, I know that you are German. Do you live in Germany? And you have the American wife. Yeah, the American wife is also in Germany. Is that what I am to understand from that description? I assume. 9. Okay. So you live in America? Ich bin auf deinem... Ah, sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, yes, you did say that. Sorry, you're not German. You're from Denmark. My mistake. My mistake. I'm very sorry. But the American friend is also in Denmark, yes? Yes, and yes, okay. And you understand Dutch. Okay, German. Okay. It's sometimes difficult to keep people straight in your head, I'm sorry. Especially when, actually, we haven't spoken that much. We've spoken a bit, but yes, I will try and keep that in mind. You're from Denmark. My sincerest apologies. People mix up where I'm from as well all the time, though. It's something that I'm not so unused to myself. Oh, that didn't work, I think. 16th day of the 9th month of the 4th year. Well, what wonders a little generosity can achieve. The blonde giant told us that he is a member of a race that calls itself the Vikings. That's a weird race, but still. He says that they lived on a large island not far to the east, but they are... But they were conquered by a hostile tribe. His name is Eirik. What a strange name. If we're to believe him, he is a shipwright by trade. My heart beats faster at the prospect of soon being able to board a ship again, hearing the waves on the keel, the cries of the seagulls, and the wind in the sails. But first of all, we must construct a shipyard and a harbour. I will do these things. Danish friend who imported a wife on his visit to LA many years ago. Imported a wife. Nice way of framing it. Oh, I missed that one. Damn it, there's gold going there. I suppose that makes perfect sense. I mean, I'm married to a Russian as well. Typical Danish name. Yes. Eric, depends on which part of Viking lands he comes from. For certain. I didn't really leave room for a shipwright. That was bad. I can put it here. Alright, we'll stick it here. So, where is it? There it is. Shipyard. So we're actually gonna have ships in this one, which there's a pretty big bug in this game actually. If you have two harbors that are connected by land and by sea, so there's a harbor roughly here, for example, that is attached to this. If I make another harbor here, the ships will get confused and they won't know how to transport between two places. So you actually have to be a bit aware of that when you're playing, unfortunately. And I of course intend to be. I've run into this problem before, and hopefully it won't be a problem this time around. But sometimes it ends up being a small issue. I think they actually did their best to fix it, but it's still somewhat of a bug in the game, where the ships get a bit confused, and sometimes they don't work properly. It's not a every time problem, but it is a often enough problem that it's worth keeping in mind. I can never understand the icons for border guards in this game. Icons for border guards. Or maybe it was another Old Settlers game. You mean things like this? Or do you mean literally these things that show the border? They did change the way that this worked in later games. I think in this game, and especially in the remake, they're pretty clear. Sorry, in this game they're particularly clear, and in the remake of this game they're relatively clear. But when they went for Settlers 4 and beyond, the borders got a little bit less obvious. Borders, you can set guard towers and such. Yes, you can. So if there's room for it, you can build something like a barracks, guardhouse, etc. Yep. Yeah, that's one thing that's really old-fashioned in this game. If that's simply what we're talking about, that you have to set buildings, and like I said at the start of the video, I think they actually did a better job of that in the remake of the game, because it was a little bit clearer. Oh, I put a farm right next to a forest, so that was stupid. Never mind. Because I'm actually going to destroy that forester. Because in that game you can remove soldiers from their post, whereas in this one you can't. So if I delete this building, I lose this, but I get the soldier back. I lose this barrier, but I get the soldier back. Oh, look, a polar bear. Whereas in the updated version, wait, where's gold going? Oh crap! In the updated version, you can remove the soldier but keep the border, basically, which is much better as an approach to it, I think. Did I make a hunter's hut in the end? I didn't, did I? No. Let's do that now. Hunter. And I also need some fish now. I made one fishery. Yes, let's make another barracks and let's make another fishery. So, yeah, like I say, I've been playing a lot of the updated version of the game, and there was some quality of life changes to the game for certain, but I don't know. I think I actually still prefer the old version overall. Though I do miss the notifications popping up here saying that, for example, the barracks is built, and then you can click on it and immediately jump to it. Just Guild it was Settlers 2. We also played back in the day. Okay, well this is Settlers 2. This is that same game. And back in the day is a pretty good way of describing it. Yeah, I was pretty young when I started playing this game, and I've gone through it a few times in my in my teen years and also in my adult life. And I'm going through it again. I wouldn't go as far as saying the game holds up. I don't think that's the correct way of wording it, but I don't know. I still find this game enjoyable, so that's why I'm happy to continue playing it for the most part. Is it a forester woodcutter? Okay, good. So I'll stick the other forester here instead. Yeah, never stick a forester next to a farmer. It's a bad idea. They just stick trees where your farmer wants to farm. Not good. That was a stupid AD moment. They happen sometimes though. Right, and I need to actually set it so we have some wood going to the ship, right? But not too much wood. Wrong thing. Wrong thing again. What is the thing? No, this thing. We also need food equally distributed between all mines. So I'll do all of this now actually. I want food equally distributed here. Not food, grain I should say. We don't have anything to use with that at the moment. Let's have 2 iron for every... 2 iron to each item for every weapon. Equal coal, and metalworks gets a little bit, shipyard gets a little bit, so every 2 boards to construction, 1 goes to metalworks, 1 goes to shipyard, so that's 4 wood. That should be okay, he says, with some hope in his voice, but we'll see. Not only for this nostalgia, but also they have very good gameplay that hits the proper amount of challenge. It does, yeah. This game is actually, if nothing else, this game is challenging. There's no doubt about that. It can be, you can spend literally hours playing this game and then just get crushed and not be able to recover. On this particular mission as well, if you're too slow, which I've only done once, I think, but if you're way too slow with your advancement, basically, it's impossible to put ships anywhere near the enemy, and that makes your ships completely useless, and also it makes fighting very hard because you have to fight them on one front line. I'm gonna end up using all this gold by the end. I already have, probably. Yeah, I already have. There we go. I don't need to worry about it so much now. Ah, that's why. Idiot. There we go. Yeah. That's kind of the problem with the 2-speed as well. Things happen relatively quickly if you're not paying enough attention, which I'm not, because I've gotten too used to playing the updated version where it tells me a building is completed, and I already missed that actually. So, like I said, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get back used to playing this game specifically. Right, so we got a huntsman, we got a fisherman, we got good wood going on, oops, and we need a... Can we get there? Yeah, we can. Good. We need a line there to make that a bit easier. We've got 2 fishermen. We've got 2 farmers, so let's get the farmer actually doing something useful. Let's have a mill, and let's have a bakery. Let's get them built. Right, here's an idea where you can have a second harbour. Not a good idea, like I said, because it causes problems for the ships. They get a bit confused and they don't basically know what to do. It takes them like twice as long to make a decision, which is a really big problem. I'll take 1 more quarry as well, because I had 4 stonemason, if I remember correctly. I can check again in a second, though. Do I want another barracks here? Not really, but I will cut down the wood. Oh, also, this game doesn't tell you when the woodcutter is out of trees to cut down, which is also a minor problem. I don't really need this one, but we'll take it. So I've got 2 farms. I might get the donkey breeder out of the way now, you know. There's more stone down here too, so let's get a quarry going here too. And a fisherman going here too. That should be fine. Do we want to keep going this way? Not really. I think we've covered enough land here. We don't need another barracks. Do I want to go that way? Not really. There's just snow. I do need a well though, so let's get a well there. Maybe 2 wells. 2 wells too much? Maybe 2 wells is too much. Eh, it's just a person. It'll be fine. And I need more land for a farm, that's for certain. So hopefully there's going to be some space over here when some of the stone is gone. Yeah, I'd even actually say that the updated version of the game is harder than this one. Because the AI is smarter. Because the AI in this game is not very smart. I will say that. You can basically get yourself very quickly into a stalemate situation, which is where the games usually fall apart. But whereas in the in the 10th anniversary edition, you can very much find yourself as a massive underdog against 3 or more enemies, and they will attack you as soon as they see you. So if you didn't build up your defenses, you're screwed. They'll just eat through your land. This can happen in this game as well. It has happened to me in this game for certain, but as long as you have a line of catapults in this game, you're fine, basically. It may be more that I've played these maps more, though, to be honest. I haven't played all of them all the way through, but I think I've done mission 7. I haven't done 8, 9, and 10, or at least in a very long time I haven't done them. But, yeah. Dunno. There's, there are missions in the 10th anniversary edition that feel pretty impossible at times. I can't go that way, really? Okay. Do I want that? I might want that, actually, just so we can get 2 going with the wood, and the donkeys have slightly less workload. Right, we got lots of coal, so let's build some coal. 6 miners, I said, didn't I? So I think we'll have 3. Oops. Yeah, I think we'll have 3 coal mines for now. And then we'll worry about other things as we get a little bit closer to them. Oh, I've not saved for 30 minutes. Okay. Yes. Right. Stop the gold. Stop the gold. And then we're good. One thing that does tend to happen on this map especially, though, is that the Vikings run out of stone. They just legitimately run out of stone at some point, and that's the one advantage that you have as the player here, because there's a very, very abundant source of stone. Oh, I could keep going with the stone, but I don't want to yet. Do I want to push the border this way? Maybe. I suppose I do, like this. There we go. That's awful, actually, but it will do. Could be worse, I guess, for the most part. I will be able to get a farm here, but I'm a bit worried about the forester taking up farmland. So I may wait for that to come a little bit deeper. And the forest is actually coming up this way as well. This woodcutter needs to work a bit faster, to be honest, because he's slowing down my farm. Should I put a woodcutter here to get rid of these? I don't think they're in the way, really, are they? No, they're not in the way. It's fine. It's probably fine. Right, I don't want weapons. Ah, how do you... Ah, like that, okay. I don't want weapons and I don't want beer going here, so we have all our soldiers here. I can put one here, perfect. Alright then, we'll get a woodcutter here then, so we can get rid of these few trees, and then a farm can go here. I might build it now, and then worry about it getting productive later. So now I can focus on the donkey farm for certain. So let's put it here. Donkey farm, donkey breeder, whatever you want to call it. Donkey farm doesn't make a lot of sense really, does it? Never mind. We'll say it does make sense. And we'll make this our pig farm with a slaughterhouse here somewhere. The most out-of-date thing I think on this game specifically is the road system. The road system is really old. And I missed a comment, sorry. I keep coming back to Pharaoh, Cleopatra expansion in 1830, Robber and Barons. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I come back to a lot of old games all the time too. This is just one of the games that I want to play every so often. My old favorite actually is a game called Soldiers of War, but I can't get hold of it. It's not on sale anywhere, and I don't want to download it just because I can download it. I don't want to take somebody's copy of it or whatever. I prefer it to be packaged properly and, you know, spend a little money and be done with it. So I don't have to worry about what somebody's done to the files. And not find out until after I've downloaded it what they did. So, you know, just basic internet security, basically. Basically. Basic? Yeah. That was a lot of words to say nothing, essentially, so whatever. I don't want that road. Good. We can't make that road yet, that's fine. want a second pig farm? Probably. I need a few more farms first, though. How many farmers do I have, actually? None. Great. How many scythes do I have? 2, so I can make 2 more farms. That's 4 farms, which is not really enough. And I've already got 1, so it's actually 1 more farm, which is definitely not enough. No barracks here. Is this still all coal? I hope not. I hope there's some iron up here, but we'll see. And there should be something else as well. Let's get geologist up here. My biggest memory with my biggest memory playing this game is when I played it just one time multiplayer with my dad, and we had one AI as well. We had one AI enemy as well, and basically my dad never got the concept of building catapults, and that was one thing I understood even as a kid, that catapults were kind of exactly how you play this game. If you don't have catapults, you don't win when it comes to the later parts of the game. And we had this peaceful relationship the whole way through, and then all of a sudden my catapult fired at him and he destroyed me in the matter of like 2 minutes. Well, it felt like 2 minutes. It was probably like 15 minutes, but you know. Hey, yeah, I'm familiar with that site. Shasrik, and yeah, that's still not necessarily what I'm... I don't know, I'll have a look actually, I'll have a look to see if they do have it there, but I don't know. I think the particular game I'm talking about, Soldiers at War, it's not, Jesus, call again. I think it's not so easy to transfer to a modern system, basically. How are you, Em? Are you doing well? You having a good weekend? I saw you yesterday, actually, so are you continuing to have a good weekend? Did I see Scheiseric yesterday as well? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was... Yeah, maybe you were here yesterday as well, actually, when I think about it. I don't know. It's been one of those weird weeks where every day feels like it was exactly the same day. So I don't know what happened. And I actually had a lot of streams, even though the majority of the streams have been Blood Bowl related this week. And my regular streaming has been a little bit different. Oh, there's a road there, we're fine. That road is awful. Ah, no. No, that road is awful. I don't want that one. I think instead I will do that. Yeah, and that. Fine. And can't do that. Okay. God damn it, I hate these roads sometimes. Doing good, yeah. I finally finished the sweater for the doggo. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud. Super happy how it turned out. Good. Sweater for the doggo. That's a bit of a... That feels a little bit weird as winter is finishing. But, cool, I think. You just reminded me, actually, I saw a dog yesterday who was wearing shoes. They were literally wearing shoes. For dogs. And it's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. But they had like these little sock-type things that kept their paws clean, I guess, when they were on their walk, because obviously there's a lot of snow around at the moment, and wet in general. So, I don't know, I've seen some weird things here with cats and dogs. Like the first time I ever saw a cat on a leash, yes, I said that correctly, a cat on a leash, was in the Czech Republic, and it was one of the weirdest things I'd ever seen. But, well, now our own cat has a leash. We haven't really used it for him yet, because we bought it just before the winter, and when we were moving it was difficult to find time to, well, let him get out, basically, but during the spring it'll be something that I'll be training him on, probably, making sure that he can use it. Because he is a flat cat, and he's not used to being outside. Whereas the cats I've had all my life in Britain, they've been completely free to do whatever they want. And the idea of putting a leash on one is just insane to me. But it makes perfect sense for Newt. Especially with his health issues. Yeah, it sounds weird, but here is still very cold even... Yeah, that doesn't sound weird. I know, it's It's kind of the same in Britain to some extent, and I mean it's cold here even with the sun not being out, but it's getting slightly warmer slowly. Slowly getting warmer. Very slowly. Aha, the ship is ready. Right, I think I want to go straight down first. And we'll prepare a second expedition. It's for the salt, I believe. Salt in pores that usually walk on rocks. Yes, that's also true. The salt in the pores is probably a big part of it as well. But, yeah, I just remember seeing this dog literally in shoes and just thinking, what the hell? But, obviously it makes sense when you think about it. When you think about it in terms of salt, when you think about it in terms of just generally keeping places clean, etc., it makes perfect sense that dogs have shoes. Little dogs, at least. I think big dogs wouldn't care so much, but I don't know. It's pretty difficult to clean stuff here in general, so if you can make that easier by, you know, staying hygienic with your cats and dogs, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah. To be honest, I'm quite careful about... I know that I literally said it's weird, but I'm actually quite careful about just dismissing something as weird. I'm sure there's some sense behind it, but I don't know. Weird is maybe the wrong word. It was just like a huh moment, you know, where I'd never seen it before. Whereas the cat on the leash I actually thought was weird the first time I saw it, but now it makes sense to me, you know. So what else do I need to build here? I still need another farm. I need one more farm. Can I put one anywhere? Not really. Not really. Maybe here when the trees are gone and the stone is gone? Maybe here when the stone is gone as well? We'll see. Can I make this a little bit more efficient? No, of course not. Why would you make it more efficient? I suppose I could do that. That would actually drop one line. And can't get a road there. Do I want a road up there? Not really. I want a road across here, if anything. And that's not possible. That looks possible, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, that is possible. Okay, we'll do that at least. Oh, I should have put it there. And I will. No, why would you? Ah! There we go. That's better. This can be a brewery. What's a brewery? There's a brewery. Yes! Make the thing. Barracks. That's good. I'm pretty sure there's a mountain. Well, there is a mountain. I'm pretty sure this is a gold island, actually, so that's good. It's been a few years since I played this, though. Hey, Dead Shores. The settling is going at the moment. I can't really say it's going well or badly. It's just going. Yeah, not bad. Can't complain. How's I have no idea what you're doing, but how are things going with you? How's your weekend going? We had some fun actually watching some Manderson shoot between a couple of our streamer friends yesterday, where that was one of the craziest kitchens I've ever seen, and I've been to a lot of kitchens. But yeah, I don't know. I've already forgotten what that game was called, but it was a funny game to watch actually. It was complete madness. Hey, Chris. Yeah, it's the game of my childhood as well. So, well, if nobody else knows what I'm doing, Chris J knows what I'm doing in this game. Yeah, apparently there's a few of us who've played this game before, which is interesting. I feel less old when people tell me that, because this is an old-ass game. But yeah, it's one of my biggest childhood games as well. That's why I play it. And I don't know. I still don't know how entertaining it is to watch, to be honest. But I don't care. I enjoy playing it, so I'm going to continue to do so. And as long as nobody complains about it, I think we're good. Basically. We're on the 4th mission, if that helps any of you. I watched my father play forever. Yeah, me too. I used to watch Dad actually playing the first Settlers as well. I never actually played that game myself. I may actually see if I can get hold of the first Settlers, because I've never played it. Though I feel like I know the game really, really well, because I've seen my dad play it so many times. The same with the older SimCities, the same with the older Civilizations. My dad and I had very different ways of playing it. My dad's going to be moving some stuff. I'm getting a new bed. I just broke down my old one. Oh god. Oh god indeed. Hi, Promal Prince. You're new, I think. How's it going? Good to see you. And how did you find the stream? Did you come specifically for the settlers? That seems pretty unlikely. Or are you from one of the other communities where I'm relatively known? How are you? How are things going, Promo Prince? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Oh, I still can't build this farm. Oh, I can. Do I want to farm here? I probably don't. Don't know. He can't reach there now. I guess he's done as well. Yeah, oops, he's done as well. Let's get rid of him. Oh, that's one more thing. When you burn down a building in the Anniversary Edition, you get some of the material that you spent building it back, which is... it's good and bad. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a purely good thing. There are positives and negatives to it, but it definitely helps. I was thinking of a woodcutter here, just to get rid of these last few trees, so we can get our last farm going here. I do not play on a 486 by 66 computer, no. I definitely don't. But there's only so far that this game can stretch out along the stream. This is the maximum screen that it can have. I play on a modern screen computer. That would be, I think it'd be, I don't know, can that kind of computer even handle this stream? I don't know. Hard to say. But no, that's an interesting thing to suggest actually. Ooh, I could put a farm here as well. That could work when the quarry is gone, but I don't think it's going to work before, really. I'll put that here for now, and I'll decide later where I want to keep it or not. Okay, I haven't saved. Good. Ah, they're ready to go again. Let's go find somewhere else to land a ship then. I already mentioned it, but I don't know who is here and who is not. There's a big bug in this game, whereas if you put two harbours on the same... you have 20 unread messages. No, it's not 20 unread messages. It's just a new one each time. But yeah, I do actually have a storehouse ready, so good. So as soon as the thing comes up again, it will say 20, but it will just be one unread message. But yes, it does kind of feel like that now. I will admit that to you. That yes, sometimes I look at it, it's like 20 messages, but no, that's not what it is. As I think you well know. Anybody who's played this game, actually, I'll read that in a second. I actually would happily take some productivity advice, because sometimes it doesn't work as well as I would like it to. And if you can see that I'm doing something that's just utterly stupid, then by all means tell me. On a small island in the middle of An archipelago, we discovered an enormous whale graveyard, in which there were hundreds of gigantic skeletons. What an imposing sight. Oh, that's the Gold Land, actually. At first we were unable to understand how these creatures got there. Eric explained that his people lived off these creatures and worshipped them as holy animals. This was why their bones were brought to the sacred place after they were caught. Eric is uneasy. He wants to leave because he's afraid of the spirits of the dead creatures. I got a weird sound going on in my ear. 1 second. Is it in the game? Yes, it is. That crackling sound is part of the game sound, apparently. I'm not entirely sure what it is. So if you're getting that weird crackling sometimes, it's part of the game SFX, apparently. Expedition ship landed. Sure. I think. Well, tough now, I've done it. We'll start off with a fishery. There we go. We got the infinity sign around these two buildings. That always feels pretty good. I've actually noticed that the AI does this weird thing where they make circular roads sometimes, where they do something like, I don't think I can do it here. No, I can't do it here. But they do something like this all the time, and I don't really understand it. Especially in the newer version. In the older version, they don't do it so much. But generally speaking, you don't want lots of things stuck on one flag. But the AI seem happy. Oh, I think we're already at the enemy. Damn it. That was way too fast. I think this is gold as well. What's this? Please don't be coal. I'm tired of seeing coal now. Is there another military building I built? No. Do I want to build one here? Not really. Am I going to use this farm? Almost certainly. So let's get that built. That's my last farm for now. I still don't have a slaughterhouse, do I? Where can I put it? I mean, I can put it here, but that's kind of in the way now. I can just put it further back, I guess. It's kind of funny when you watch them carrying a pig, actually, because the pig looks really heavy. They just chuck a pig on their shoulder, which is good fun. Okay, we will put it here. It's a weird place to put it for now, but I don't have a better place at the moment, and I would like to get some meat on the go. How are we doing on food in general? Oh, we actually got a load of iron. Oh, we can build an iron smelter anyway. I say a load. We got quite a lot of iron. So we can build an iron smelter anyway, somewhere. By the coal. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yep, yep, yep. And we'll build the armory first. How are we doing on tools in general? We got lots of wood, cutters, lots of two sawmills, so we can get 2 economies going on new islands. We will need more at some point, though. We need farming equipment. Don't need that. We'll need them when I finally get around to it. Always, always, always need them. Don't really need them, but I'll take a few just in case. Don't need them. Always need lots of fishers. Always need lots of farmers. Don't really need that, don't really need that, don't really need that. There we go. That should about do it. Ba-doo. Where? Oh, good. Right. Well, we got more stone here, which is great. We can make that fish, which is also great. Could have made that fish, but never mind. No barracks here. Could have made that wood when I think about it. Yeah, we can cut those few trees down, why not? No. We can do that though, at least. Just to get a second road going from here. For productivity, don't plant tree planted too close to the grain farm. Yeah, I know. He tends to plant trees in spots where the farmer could plant. Yeah, I already made that mistake. I actually put one of the foresters here, and then I built the farm afterwards, which was stupid. But in this case, the forester is actually, so long as you can get basically a screen off, generally speaking, it's far enough. So these two should be fine, because the forester is going to stop kind of in this circle that I'm indicating. Hopefully you can see. Now, sometimes it happens and you just don't think about it, of course, but generally speaking, it works out fine. Do you want a second pig farm? Probably. I do now, I just decided. I don't want a second slaughterhouse, though. Roads around farms are always a problem as well. I don't like to actually make roads around a farm until I can see where the farmer is planting. So, like here, for example, I can actually make one there. Because he's got enough. I think 5 is the maximum that they'll plant, but 4 is generally speaking enough. And he doesn't seem to want to plant here as well, but I may give him a second just to double check. I guess no, so I'll make a road there as well. So that's one thing that I have noticed in this game that I'm not actually ideal at. That was fast. Jesus, that was really fast actually. So that's a quarry. That's a barracks. No. Just in case we want something a bit bigger. And now we want wood here as well. So wood. Forester. And then that's our sawmill. There we go. No, we'll leave that for now. So what's in this mountain? Let's have a look. There will take some time, probably. Why is this one so slow? Because nobody's travelling there, I guess. Oh, is it the same island? No? Maybe? Don't know. That might be the same island. Whoops. Well, they're not connected by land yet, at least. Yeah, I don't know. He had room for 4, but he decided not to, because he could have put one here, but he wasn't. Oh no, he's got one there. That's why. It's behind the tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. He's fine. And 1, 2, 3. And I don't know. He could put one here, for example. There's no reason why not. So, meh. This one just needs to get rid of the stone, obviously. That's going to be the stonecutter's job. He's done, is he? No, he's still got 3 trees here. Okay. He's done. No, he's still going. I may need a second woodcutter to cut down some of these trees here, actually, so let's do that as well. Just so we can control the trees a bit better. And we'll probably do another expedition, so let's get that going. And oh, I didn't make that road. That was stupid. Let's actually get a scout going out, because the enemy should be relatively close now. No, that's not a road, is it? It kind of looks like a road to me, but I don't think it is. We do more fish, I guess. Yay! We probably need a storehouse soon. I probably already need a storehouse, to be fair. I'd rather put it here, though. That was all coal as well, really? Jesus Christ. It's a mountain of coal. That was all coal, too. Maybe up here is gold, then. I don't know. Or iron. I'm surprised I haven't at least found some iron yet. This was definitely all coal. That was for certain. This looked like it was all coal. I don't know. Something up here must be different. I would have thought. Okay. The ship isn't coming here, which is a bit of a worry. Maybe I shouldn't have landed there. Whatever. What are we doing? Ships, actually. We're dropping geologist. Good. And the... what do they call that person, actually? Wait, what are they called in this game? A planer. I've never actually thought, who originally made this game? Hey, why'd you get rid of all the wood? No, bring the wood back, we need the wood. God damn it. Because I'm wondering if that was supposed to say planner, but just a mistranslation. Planer makes sense, I guess. It's just not a word that I would use. Oh, yay, we have iron. Good. On this island. Less good. But okay. Okay, so we gotta... Let's just let him do a couple more and see if it's all iron. It should be all iron, though. Okay, good. Let's go ship. Which one's this? This one is Apollo. We got Neptune, Mars, and Apollo. Didn't make it Jupiter, which was a bit of a weird one, but okay. Maybe we're equal opportunity ships, I don't know. Ah, that's why all the wood went from here, okay. Yeah, I get the feeling this is maybe on the same island now. It kind of makes sense. It kind of looks like it could be. I'm not sure. It's a big island. It's bigger than I remember it, if so, but still. Right, good. So, down you go. Probably our next landing point is going to see us face to face with some enemies. So there's no iron here, maybe. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, geologist. We just need 2 for now. Are there any animals here? Not that I can see. And oh yeah, talking about seeing, how did the scouting go? There they are! Okay, so we're going to slow down. We're going to slow down a bit on advancing here. And our next building has to at least be a guardhouse. There are some animals here, so let's put another hunter here. And how did the first hunter do actually? Are they done? Yeah, I guess so. No, that's definitely the same island, so no. I want to go right to the south actually, because I know that there's a useful island right to the south, and I don't think the enemy get there. Oh, we found them pretty quickly. Right, what's up here? Gold, finally? Where's the closest place I can put a catapult? All the way back here? Ugh. Well, we'll have it just in case. Just in case it goes horribly wrong. It might go horribly wrong. Right, he's doing 4 now, good. He's still doing 3, and we don't need this road, so let's go to this road. Maybe he'll put one up here then. And we can make... no, okay, we can't make that, never mind. We can make that, so I don't think it's very useful, but it can do. And this still can't go there, okay. That's a shame. What are we picking up now? Okay. Good. Right. That's okay. These are 2 different islands. That's good. Okay, and this is the same island. So no, let's keep going south. Military building occupied. I still can't build anything bigger. All right. Well. And I can't build it there. Okay then, so let's do it there instead. Is the lookout going to help us? Maybe? I shouldn't really rush to meet them, to be honest, but at the same time I don't want them to get much closer to us, so... Finally. Okay, right. Gold. I'm going to assume this is all gold. So there we go. And where can we stick our mint? Not too far away, I hope. We can stick it back here. I think we're going to have to stick it back here. We need a metalwork somewhere as well, don't we? We could keep the mint nice and safe back here, I guess. I think I'll do that. And we'll stick the metalworks next to it. Yeah. Generally speaking, you want your things closer to the source of their resources. I don't know why I said source first. Closer to their resources, but generally speaking as well, it's sometimes better not to lose everything at once. Well, you saw when I was playing the 3rd mission that the Reds just completely destroyed my gold production in the last time I was playing, which wasn't ideal. Alright, finally get a sawmill up here. That's good. Still waiting on a soldier though. And what's going on here now? That one's ready, but no soldier. Need 1 more wood as well. Let's get some different music going as well. This one's been going for a long while now. To be honest, it gets to the point when I just stop listening to the music and I have to kind of be aware of other people watching, so if the music gets repetitive, just tell me actually, and I'll change it in game. Oh yes, yes, haven't saved, I know. Autosave is something else that's in the modern game. That is really important. I built a storehouse in the end, didn't I? No, that's a catapult. Did I not? Oh. Wait. No, I didn't build a storehouse. Oh. Oops. Well, I don't know. This is kind of in the same. I don't know. That doesn't seem very useful, to be honest. Hey, we got 6. That's a good farm. This was a farm, yes. Oh, you need this gone really first, so that's fine. I suppose we could build one here, why not? It costs stone, that's pretty much the only argument for not doing it. But we got plenty of stone. I love this song. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm just enjoying the music. Right. Edge building occupied, which one? This one. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we're missing a woodcutter. So we ran out of woodcutters. That's it's not a huge deal. We're probably going to need to delete one at some point, actually. Probably this one, soon. Oh no, the forester is still keeping him active. Okay. We don't need to delete him. And this one though. Yeah, yeah. There you go. There's your woodcutter back. Yeah, we could do that better probably. Like that. Ah, also in the new game it tells you what's missing from the building, which is quite useful. It says, like, for example, you need 2 more wood, 2 more stone, and I keep checking that in this game, and I keep forgetting that it's not a thing. Right, he's almost done, so we can probably get this going. Like that. Wasn't quite what I had in mind, but okay. I meant more. Oh, that's the same bloody road. Okay, let's go this way instead, actually, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, hopefully. That's at least the plan. When the quarry is destroyed. Does this one still have work? No, it doesn't. Okay, I missed the acknowledgement that told me that he no longer had stone. That means him as well, yeah? No. How does he still have stone? Where? I'm so confused. Where's he getting stone from? Is there some hidden here or something? To tell me. Where's that one? Yeah, good. Right, and where is this occupied now? Here, that's fine. I do want one more iron mine, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, I think. Almost done, there we go. Good. I think I'm going to get rid of this one as well, because he's only got like a couple of trees each time. No, I didn't let him finish his... whatever. I lost a log. Not a huge deal. So, I do have another quarry here, probably. Or here. That looks even better. Yeah. And we can put a woodcutter here. Good. Catapults up. And this guardhouse is done, and we're not going to stop the gold here. I'm going to leave this as the last line of defense for a bit though. Which may mean that I can't build a bigger building later. But that's not the end of the world to us at the moment. ready. Okay, good. Oh, we're doing our expedition actually, probably. Yeah. What are the ships doing actually? This one is delivering a soldier. Nothing. Oh. I forgot about this one apparently. Okay. Where is that? That's probably the enemy's island. Let's do it. Oh, I want to know if it is the enemy's island. Okay, we'll build a scout hut first. Lookout tower, whatever it's called. Good. Right, we can get another second. We can get a second guardhouse later. Let's just set that up, but we're not going to build it yet because I don't want to piss off the enemy right now. Right, hopefully the gold is going here. Yeah, we're only got one soldier. So let's make sure that at least the gold is being spent wisely. So at least upgrading 3 soldiers. Question to the guys who played this game before. Have you ever been in the position where they've actually pushed you back to your headquarters and you've survived? Because I'm under the impression that it is impossible. Basically, if they get you back to your headquarters, you're screwed. But I'm intrigued if anybody's actually managed to find themselves in that position and survive. I don't mean like those really small maps where they're immediately on you, but I mean, you know, the war went terribly, but you managed to hold on. Because I don't think I've ever even come close to that situation before, and I'm not entirely sure it's possible. I'm sure it's possible, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Do you want a woodcutter for all these trees? Not really. Is there enough wood on this island? Probably not. I suppose we could set up a forester for fun. Don't know. Let's put a woodcutter here anyway. Let's go to these trees. There's no animals here, is there? No. So it's just going to be fish and mining here, probably. Oh, actually. Oops. Let's set up a direct line between these. Maybe a couple of direct lines, actually. So let's have another one here, for example. There we go. No, actually, this might be a small island where there's just stone when I think about it. But no, I don't want this at the moment. Keep going south. Okay. Because I have the feeling that I've made an expedition here before and then realized that I couldn't actually build anything after I built the harbour. And I think that was the place, this little island. Here, yeah. It looks like it is the case, actually. Is that where he keeps landing? Yeah. So I think that as soon as you land here, you actually can't build anything. I don't know, I may try it later just for fun. Oh, where's this? That's the same island. No, that's no good. Keep going south first. South. South. No? Don't like south? Okay. That way then. What? Why don't... Come on. Steve. Always late. Come on, Steve. Get in the barracks. I don't know why he's Steve, but he's Steve. That looks like the same island to me. Ah, my tea is cold. Oops. At least Newt's not drinking it. What do you want? Okay, good. I made this lookout tower, didn't I? I believe so. Well, we're definitely at the bottom of the Yellow's Island. No doubting that at the moment. It's our last expedition, I guess. It's not a good idea. It's really not. Do I care? I don't know. Go on, we'll put another one here. Enemy! Yes, exactly. Oh, and we'll put it right on their border, just to show that we're nice and friendly. Actually, this is the same island anyway. What am I talking about? This harbour is on the exact same island as this harbour, just far away. When I think about it. Whatever. Oops. Didn't really want gold going here, but it's probably too late. We're at the end of this basically, so that's fine. I don't know if this stone is worth it. Maybe. I may try and build it here still. It's just loads of wood, that's fine. Wee, that's black. I didn't see what they dropped off, but fine. Yeah, stop the gold there, that's fine. I'm not building front lines here at the moment. Okay, so we kind of lose value after this gold coin, so for now I'll stop that. How's their gold actually? Much better than ours. Okay, cool. Military as well, yep, okay, great. They're not fighting each other, obviously. Our country's much bigger, that's the only thing that we're doing better.